Just it felt like today was Christmas came early for me. It felt wonderful to be out there with my teammates and really be a part of the energy out there on the court. It just felt great.
This has been a real slow process for you, but how did you feel? Physically?
Physically?
Yeah.
Physically, I felt good. I still got some work to do getting 100%, but, as long as I can play, close to 100%, then I feel like I can be a lot of help to my team out there.
Were you waiting for, your first shot to drop so you can really feel that you're back in the lineup?
Yeah, I missed all my jumpers, but, I know they're going to go in and they're going to drop, but once I got that and one, I felt like I got my little confidence back and I was ready to go.
It seemed like when it did drop, like you said, you got your confidence back and you were able to kind of kickstart not only your offense but the team offense as well. That had to go.
Yeah, it felt good to get everybody else going and be a part of that energy, uplift everybody, it feels good to be a part of it.
Was this a good game for you to get in, Jordan? It's like, a Division II school. It's not quite Horizon League play yet, but probably a good game for you to kind of get your feet moving.
Yeah, these guys are, they're nobody to take lightly, but, I feel like I can go out there and get my confidence back, slowly and gain confidence going into the league play,
And Ben, what was it like having been out there? I mean, obviously you guys have been practicing probably, right?
Yeah,
it's a game situation.
It's great to see him out there. I only played probably 22 games with you in my 2+ years here. So, you know what Jordan can bring, spark plug. Big 3-man for us. And he crashed the glass on us and can shoot it. So, exciting for us, also just as teammates to see him back out there.
Was it fun having him back on the floor?
Oh, yeah.
When you saw him come in?
Oh, yeah, especially seeing what he's gone through. The long process, just to see him back out there, you can't help but feel good for him.
As a team captain, you do a big win. Do you feel like gave you something to go?
Yeah, I think there's momentum. Obviously, winning will do that for you, but I think as a whole, we're starting to play a little bit better. Guys understanding, where they need to be, both defensively and offensively. And I think we're starting to click a little bit. We get this one in Buffalo before Christmas, and we got a Horizon League player. But
coming into the Horizon League, how much of a tune-up was this game, and B, how big of a was this to take it in Horizon?
Well, it's good because we played the Saturday and Monday, which is similar to the Thursday, Saturday, the day off. So, we only had yesterday to prepare. So that's all. It's important to have those, I think, before the meet of the Horizon League schedule happens, so that way you can get used to playing the every other night. Having one day to scout, we had to get all their stuff done yesterday. So I think that is probably the most beneficial part of playing something like this.
Anything else for Ben and Jordan? For both of you, with finals just concluded, was it tough to find a way to concentrate both on basketball and on academics with finals concluded?
Being a senior, I've been through 3 years of it, so I feel like, I've got used to it and able to manage my time wisely, but you see the freshmen and, they're kind of struggling, a little bit, but you pick them up and help them out in practice or, studying, whatever. And so I felt like we were still able to focus on the game and do well in the classes. We got a lot of good players academically.
Same question.
Yeah, and not being my first time through, I kind of understand little things. Even just as simple as at midnight you got to call it quits. You just go to bed and get a good night's sleep.
He's a med major. It's a med major.
It's just at a certain point you just you got to learn that you got to get stuff done earlier.
It's harder on later in finals.
I practice like 10 hours. I want to practice 10 hours a day and I can't.
What's been the difference for you in these last 2 games?
Some shots have fallen for me. I would say that's basically it. In the beginning here, things weren't falling as much for me, but lately they're falling a little more confidence. Maybe getting a few easier looks. That always helps.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Coach, we can start with a quick opening statement.
Just really happy with the way how they spread the ball around. They were very unselfish, and we had 16 assists. The ball went inside a ton. Even our threes came from an inside-out pass. But we've been really talking about playing to our strength, going inside, and and the guys were unselfish, and I thought I was really pleased with that. It was great to see Jordan Hicks back out again. I know I get asked about that. I was happy for him personally because he is just a phenomenal kid, and he's just, basketball's such a big part of my life. And just every day, just eating at it inside, not to be out there. And it's been a year. Anybody, if you would like take something, one of your favorite things in your life away from you, he really. I was just happy to see him get out there.
Coach, ever since the second half of the ball game, you guys have played really good basketball. Do you feel the momentum building for your team?
Well, I think we're getting better. When you take over, it's just so hard because you're implementing a whole new system, offensive, defensively, terminology. It just doesn't come quick. And Coach Jarrett was calling me every day during that first 5-6 games. Constantly talking about the same things, but it's a long run. It's a long run, and I think our guys are picking up some things defensively. They got good character. We're not quitting. We're getting some of the concepts defensively down better, as well as offensively. On both sides, we're picking up more and more things. We're getting more practices. Practice is a big thing when you put in a new program because you just need that time to implement it. And we're getting more practice. We had, even in our shoot-around today, we were talking about the coaches afterwards. We had an hour today. We were teaching in the shoot-around. It's constantly trying to get better, but we're making small steps.
Is that the benefit of playing a Division II school? You know what I mean? Because it's not that, I don't know about the competition level as what you would expect. But is it more of a chance that you can start implementing more in a game situation?
Well, one is the home games.
Mm-hmm.
We had very few home games, and now we don't have to return that game. That was a big thing. Two, and I know they beat Loyola the last time they were here a couple of years ago. It's a Jesuit school. If you're going to play, I like to keep it at the Jesuit family. I know the coach. We played him at St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, during finals week, there's a lot of factors going in, to it. By no means did we come in here not prepared for this game. We
right.
took it because I know I've seen what they've done. But it's a game. It's a home game. We didn't have very many home games. To return it. But it is. It was good to play a lot of guys. It was good to. I think having to go to Buffalo the day after tomorrow after them playing. It was good that they didn't play 39 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've been playing 39 minutes. Ben probably thinks he had a vacation playing 32 minutes.
How important was this when not only go to Buffalo game tomorrow, but to go to the conference game with Wright State?
Well, I said they'll tell you that. I say the same thing before every game. It's about us, not our opponent. I said it before Illinois, Kansas State, Rockhurst. It's about us getting better, and it's important because I thought we got better today. I thought Chim Kadima played 30 minutes with no turnovers. That was the very first stat I looked at. I was real excited about Chim playing 30 minutes, no turnovers. We're getting better. He's playing, he's more under control. Something we've been working on with Chim since we got the job, about playing more under control, not forcing things. And I don't think he forced too many things. He got a shot inside out. He made some nice passes, and he's not forcing as much. And I think he's got a little bit more bounce to him.
What was your buzzword to your team tonight before the game? What was your theme with your team besides getting better as a team?
Well, I think it was about our energy level on defense. We really, that's got to be what our personality is defensively. I think we held them to 13 points in the first half. I think we've been defending. I think you look at, you mentioned the second half of the ball game, and since then we just are. Even like early on, we played Kansas State. 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Kansas State had 4 points. Unfortunately, we had 3. But we've been defending. But our theme was still about us defending with high energy, and then as always, get the ball inside. We got to go to our strengths. We can't come out and just start jacking it up at the beginning of the game.
Anything else, Coach?
Thank you, guys.